Business Spotlight from Cross Rhythms and Baba Baboon, sponsored by Staffordshire Chambers of Commerce. Join over 1,000 delegates at Uttoxeter Racecourse on the 9th of October for the Let's Do Business Expo by booking your free ticket today.
I'm Sonia Farrell. This is Business Spotlight in partnership with Cross Rhythms City Radio and Baba Baboon. Joining me in the studio this week, we've got the lovely Ellina Pollitt from Ellina Pollitt Jewellery. Hello, Ellina. How are you?
Hello, Sonia. I'm really good. Thank you.
Good. Nice to have you in the studio for Business Spotlight. Before we go anywhere, if you just want to tell us a little bit and tell our listeners a little bit about what Ellina Pollitt Jewellery is and how it came about.
Well, it's all started in 2016 when I went to Staffordshire University, where I started from my foundation year. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do. That's why I decided to go to the foundation year. And then my studies followed by 3D design course. And then I decided I'd really like to do jewellery. Yeah, metal was so fascinating for me. And I never ever thought I would open my own brand, and so back in 2016, never ever thought, I would be following this path.
Wow, so a bit of a journey already by the sounds of it. And, we're now in 2025, so you're not far off your 10-year anniversary, really, Ellina.
Yeah.
And to go on that journey, though, something obviously sparked, like you say, sparked an interest and a passion within you when you were studying. But what was it like when you, not only just to go into a business, but like you've mentioned there, you started your own brand, which is your name as well. How scary was that? Or was it scary?
It was, definitely, yes. I never thought I can be a business person at all, but I had that passion for design, and I always wanted to make my jewellery. And I always wanted people to buy something from me, and that's how it all happened. Yeah, I had no choice, and I thought, no, I have to open my own business and do what I want.
I think sometimes as well in business, or when you're starting out on a journey like that and you never think or envisage, you're going to do it for yourself. Can totally relate to that, Ellina, in all honesty and personally. But sometimes you just have to go with your instinct. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely. But I wouldn't be able to do it without Staffordshire University, definitely. They gave me all that knowledge and hope, and I was so grateful for all the people I met in Staffordshire University, definitely.
So what is it now with Ellina Pollitt Jewellery, and where do you find your inspiration?
Well, I travel to different exhibitions, and one of my designers I really admire is Zaha Hadid architecture, and her buildings and all these waves and striking architecture is really interested me as a designer. So I started from there, and I design, for example, my jewelry on card first, and then I never copy anything from the buildings or whatever. I try to make my own style, but yeah, that's what I do. I laser cut, for example, something on paper, and after that I send my files to KMF Precision Metals. It's my company I work with, and we laser cut it on metal, and then the most exciting things happen after that, and I form it, and I send it back to them. If I want to anodize it, for example, it's a really striking process, beautiful colors, for example, or I can powder coat them, and they look amazing after.
So how does, like, within the industry then, and the work that you do as well, and other people, you know, who are designers and jewellery makers out there, how does technology, you know, what is the benefit? Is it the more of the precision cutting, like you say? Is it more of that? Is it more of the time as well? Does it help with the time scales?
I would say both. You know, when you go to, I was fascinated. First time when I visited KMF with the Staffordshire University, and we were doing something for KMF within the group, and I just thought that factory was amazing, and I just couldn't stop staring at the machinery, and I had the chance to laser cut some of the tables for our university, and after that I decided, what if I can laser cut some of my jewellery designs? So I went and I asked them, and they said yes. And after that, 7-8 years later, we're still working together.
Wow, with KMF?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That really is. I mean, who would have thought as well, you know, with KMF, that you would have been doing your jewellery there?
No, they didn't.
No?
They don't do it for anyone else. It's only me as a jewellery designer, of course. Yeah.
And then with your designs as well, you know, with the handcrafted, bespoke and everything, is it really, and again, this might sound like a really bizarre or obvious question as well, but is it harder to create, you know, one-off designs, bespoke designs, than it is like a batch of the same sort of, you know, the same creation, if that makes sense?
It is. Yes, it is harder because it's a long process. And for example, when you sell your jewellery and it's not cheap, and people don't understand sometimes, you know, how long it's going to take you to design from the start to the finish. It can take like a few months before you end up with something beautiful and creative. So yes, it is hard, but I love it so much. And on the other hand, it's not hard for me because I love it so much.
Yeah.
I can do it for weeks and months. Designing is the best part of my business.
And since starting the business, have you found there has been an increasing demand for bespoke designs?
I think so. Yes, I think people really like one-off pieces now.
A bit unique.
Unique, yeah. And I did travel a lot for the last 5 years, and yes, when you go to the exhibitions, people admire my jewellery so much because every piece I make is unique, one-off, and right now I even sign every piece of my jewellery there under the numbers and with my signature as well.
So that's like, you've just reminded me there, obviously, you know, when you see like artwork on a wall, a painting or something, an artist always sign, obviously, their name. So you're doing it with the jewellery as well. And, you know, like I've just mentioned there, you've seen yourself that you can see where there's more of a demand. Why do you think that is? Is it the likes, again, of social media? We all know how powerful social media can be. And if everybody's looking at the same thing, is it more of that, like you say, that want, I just want to stand out and be a bit different?
You know, I always wanted to be different, that's for sure. Even when I started my foundation year, I was creating something completely different. I didn't like to copy anything, and I liked vibrant colors. I like being different with my fashion or whatever it was. I just like being different, and I like other women being completely different than anyone else.
Is there also, with the work that you're doing within the jewellery industry now, we've spoken to many other businesses before, but is there more of a sustainability angle as well to this, and how does that come into it?
Yes, definitely. it's an exciting moment in the jewellery right now, because you can combine modern technology with traditional skills. That's what I'm doing now. And yes, it's definitely, when you laser cut, you can laser cut as many pieces in small, in small piece of sheet, for example. Oh, definitely, yes. And powder coating and anodizing processes, they are sustainable, yeah.
Yeah. Can you see that again escalating even more into the future, or can you see any other developments that might perhaps come into the industry?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like 3D printing is now everywhere, and laser cutting, yes, definitely. Absolutely.
And then for yourself as well then, Ellina, I mean, you've already mentioned KMF. You still work with KMF from that first moment, that you experienced it while studying at university. But also, are there any other collaborations that you find, whether it's locally or elsewhere, that you also help your business and work together?
Yes. Yes. When I was a student at Staffordshire University, I was collaborating with... if you remember the butterfly project for Trentham Gardens.
I do, yes.
Yes, so
100%.
I was the original designer.
Wow.
Yes. And I loved it. Yes, definitely. Yes, and I also collaborated the Staffordshire University maze. I designed the maze, and with the help, of course, of other people, KMF as well. Yeah, so that's my best part of the business, when I can collaborate. It's more exciting. Yeah, I like to work with other people.
And the butterfly project, I do remember it very well, actually, down at Trentham. I actually went down when they launched it.
Yeah, I was there too.
There you go. It's a small world, Ellina.
Yes, I know.
But yes, I went down there, and I've never forgotten it. The different creations, designs all over the place and all over the flowers, from what I can remember.
Yeah.
But how to be part of something like that as well, locally? I mean, how did that feel for somebody who was just starting out?
Oh, I was so desperate to be part of that project. I remember the KMF and Hannah Old.
Yeah.
They came to the university, and they asked us. It was 3D design course and the master's degree course, and I was so desperate to win the competition, and I did so much. And yes, I was one of the designers, and in the end I designed the butterflies. And they changed it slightly, the metal structure. Yeah, so, and it was amazing. I enjoyed it so much to work with KMF and Hannah Old and other companies, Johnson Tiles. Yes. Yeah, I loved it.
And what about now then? Are you still collaborating in other areas, again, with your jewellery? Sometimes you might say hand in hand it comes with maybe the fashion industry or something like that, which could be quite, an obvious thing to do. But do you do anything like that as well with fashion brands?
Well, I try to, yes. I would love to go to London, for example, but my jewellery was on the catwalk show once a few years ago. And that's definitely my path to go in the future. I would like to work with fashion designers, in the future, definitely, yeah.
Exciting, and I can see that you are thinking about that. You're not saying too much yet, but I can see there's a little glimmer of light there, I do think, Ellina. But for anybody who is just going along those lines, whether it's starting your own brand, collaborating, looking out for those opportunities. Again, I'm going to refer back to KMF because I think that's a fantastic story and a great relationship by the sounds of it that you do have there. But for somebody who perhaps is in where you were, all those years ago, nearly 10 years ago, and just starting or even maybe thinking about it, what advice perhaps would you give to someone, and especially as well, not just starting a business, but also being in a creative business?
Oh, just go for it. And you need the right people at the right time. When I went to university, as you can hear, English is my second language, and I was so worried about everything. And when I went to university, my friend actually took me there for an open day. And I met my lecturers there, my future lecturers over there, and they showed me the university, they showed me how, where we're going to be. And it was an instant love. I just felt, yes, that's my place. I knew that straight away. And Staffordshire University was like a soul and heart for me. I love it so much, and the best relationships happened in Staffordshire University, definitely, yeah.
And then I suppose just going on from that as well, because sometimes when you start, and I don't know about you, Ellina, but when you're starting out in business, or even when you've been going a few years, you can sometimes just get, all just go into a bit of a circle or a hole sometimes, because you can either be that busy and you're getting on with other things within the business. But how do you find it, or how do you seek out those opportunities where, whether it's a collaboration or whether it's a project to get involved in and in another way, how do you look to identify opportunities like that?
Well, usually people contact me.
That's nice.
Yes. But I think I need to be more proactive as well.
Yeah.
My advice would be, no, don't be shy and contact other people, contact other fashion designers. And I think I need to do that in order to, it's not, well, if people are interested in something new, you need to showcase your jewelry. You need to show people what you're able to produce. And a lot of people just simply don't know about you. That's the problem. And I need to show people, even like my Instagram page, when people see my creations, they always, it's a mixture of feelings.
So basically, don't be afraid to actually put your value out there.
Yeah, definitely. And I, unfortunately, I didn't learn it from 2016. I was too shy, and I was too narrow-minded, I would say, and I was just creating and thinking, no, people will see my creations. No, you need to be proactive, and you need to go out there and ask people. Don't be afraid to ask. That was my other mistake.
Yeah.
I always thought, no, I can't ask this, I can't ask that, but it was my massive mistake.
It's all a learning curve.
Learning, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And just before you go, Ellina, I just want to ask just a couple of questions. The first one is, where do you see now the industry, the jewellery industry going into the future? Can you see anything that might, a different trend that might perhaps come about, or what's your perspective on it?
Well, I really believe that people are changing their minds now, and I believe that people want to be more unique. And I think I've got nothing against Chinese produce, but I think we deserve to be different and unique, and every woman deserves to wear something completely different than others. And I think the industry way in is changing. Yeah, definitely. And people recognize more unique personality now, and they and I think there is a big future for that. Yeah, definitely.
And then one last question before I let you go, Ellina, is, because you're coming up for your 10-year anniversary, which is a massive achievement in itself, but what, have you got anything quite exciting that is actually coming up for Ellina Pollitt Jewellery before the end of 2025, for instance?
Yes. Yes. I am the finalist of the National Association of Jewelers and Collection of the Year.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to Birmingham in November, and fingers crossed I will win this category. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Ellina, I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you so much for coming in on Business Spotlight.
Thank you.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for inviting me.
No
I really
problem.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Ellina Pollitt from Ellina Pollitt Jewellery here on Business Spotlight with me, Sonia Farrell.
Business Spotlight from Cross Rhythms and Baba Baboon. Sponsored by Staffordshire Chambers of Commerce. Join over 1,000 delegates at Uttoxeter Racecourse on the 9th of October for the Let's Do Business Expo by booking your free ticket today.